Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Mwendo Adasa, ready to share as always. This channel is all about becoming a better person. If this is your first time to watch this channel, I promise you that your life will never be the same again. So watch, like, subscribe and share this information because we want to help as many people as possible. Don't forget to click the notification bell so that whenever I'm uploading a video, you are able to be notified. Today we are discussing, or we are talking about mistakes that affect or cost your friendship. Mistakes that affect or cost your friendship, and how also we can solve them. So, maintaining friendship is one of the most important and fulfilling things we do, but also it requires hard work. It does not come automatically. So, number one mistake we do is assuming or not listening. Assuming or not listening. It is easy to fall in a trap not to listen to a friend. Why? Because you have known this person for a very long time, and what they are going to say before they say it. So you interrupt constantly and miss important communication clues because of your assumptions. So what are you required to do? What you're required to do is don't assume you know what your friend is going to say. Even if you have known them for 10 years or above, you should practice how to listen. Develop active listening skills by learning to remove or ignore instructions. What do great listeners do? That is what you're supposed to ask yourself. Great active listeners are excellent observers of other communication clues, such as the tone of the voice and also body language. Those are two things you can be able to see. Another good active listening technique to ask is to ask as many follow-up questions as you can before you offer your opinion or your input. The truth is that your friend may not be seeking your advice, but simply your sympathetic listening ear. So developing your active listening skills will transform your friendship and other important relationships in your life, not even now only, but also in the future. So that is what you're supposed to do, when not to assume anything. Mistake number 2 is to do empty promises. Most of us don't lie outright to our friends. Instead, you may find yourself saying yes to a request when you should say no. This is usually driven by fear of offending a friend or jeopardizing your relationship. So you just say yes even without thinking. Saying yes is not following through can be more harmful to relationship than saying no up front. So what are you required to do? Don't agree to something if you are unlikely to follow through. It is hard to turn your friend down when they request something, but the key to doing well is simply be upfront and explain why you cannot commit to their request. True friends will respect you for your honesty, and they will always stick around. Mistake number 3, taking more than you give. Again, most of us don't cautiously scheme on how to leverage on a friend's position or status or even personality traits for personal gain. This is how what happens. We exploit our relationship often without even being aware, in less obvious ways. For example, you may find yourself constantly offloading your burdens, your stress to your friend, while they are taking very little time to listen to you. So that is one of the ways that can do that. You may get upset when a friend does not call you as often as you like. But have you ever asked yourself, do you call them yourself? Do you phone them? When you go out for lunch, or breakfast, dinner, you still offer to pay for the meal. Do you offer? In this and other little ways, you are in danger of drawing that Stephen Covey calls emotional bank account. Most of us have a bank account, right? When you open an account, what is the first thing you do to activate it? You deposit money. Is that correct? Yes. In this book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Covey describes the emotional bank account as a metaphor that describes the amount of truth that been built up in a relationship. So in this account, you make emotional deposit through kindness, courtesy, honesty, and keeping your commitments. That is the money you deposit in this account. You make emotional withdrawals when you disrespect your friend, you ignore them, you threaten them, or you overreact. This perspective may sound cold and transactional, but Covey argues that awareness of this reality can lead to a positive transformation within a friendship. Can your average bank account survive constant withdrawals with no deposit? No, it can't. Neither can your friendship. So you need to know, what do you put in? What you need to do is begin to embrace the emotional bank account model. Try to visualize where your account currently stands with your relationship. And this will help you. If you are honest with yourself, you'll get a sense of whether you have built up a surplus or you are in a deficit zone. If you're in the red, start making the deposit by becoming more proactive, right? Yes. So, mistake number 4, lack of good communication. Lack of good communication. This may happen more easily and frequently when you care than you can admit. The days and months effortlessly become years. Eventually, you become afraid to get in touch to the fears of being rejected by a friend. So, what do you do when you lack communication? The truth is that most of us are busy. So our friends are more forgiving than you may think. They may even be struggling with similar fears. So end the standoff. Just pick up the phone and call. Send a text message. You may be amazed how they can quickly respond to you. Right? So that is what you need to do when this happens. Number 5, the mistake we do, number 5, you don't apologize, or if you apologize, you are not sincere. We are familiar with insincere apologies. We see it in the media among celebrities and also politicians caught in wrongdoing. We experience it in our own relationships, so you may even practice it yourself. So here is in 2 forms. You may say, I'm sorry if you were hurt by X or Y. I'm sorry, but you never told me. The key words that make these examples insincere are if and but. So this was shift responsibility from you to the person you are apologizing to. It's not a true apology, and you'll do little to repair relationship. So if you hurt someone close to you, you are withdraw a sizable amount of goodwill and trust from that account you're talking about, emotional bank account. So you must apologize sincerely in order to make a deposit equal or greater than what you withdraw. You must take full responsibility. So what you need to do is commit to eliminate the words if and but when making an apology. Make this your apology template instead of I'm sorry for, but I did for hurting you in the process. None of us are perfect at maintaining our relationship. So the key is becoming more aware and correct ourselves when we make mistakes. So this is all I had for you. Next topic, we're going to look at how to update our friendship list. Thank you so much and God bless you. See you next time. Thank you. Goodbye. Cut.